being here. You can close your eyes, so you can just gaze down. You're noticing what's here, what's present for you right now. What's more vivid for you right now? Bringing kind curiosity to whatever is showing up at this moment. Just noticing what's here. You might bring the attention to the points of contact that your body is making. The soles of the feet. What sensations are in the soles of the feet when you make contact with the floor, or with the blanket, or with the bed, with whatever is in contact with? What are the sensations? Are sensations pleasant sensations? Coolness or warmth? Seeing from your direct experience, the felt sense. Not an image, the felt sense. Perhaps there are some vibrations, any pulsing. Perhaps you feel the heaviness of the heel on the floor. Noticing the lower legs, the knees. The intention is to be in the moment, right here, right now, with what's happening in the body. Any thoughts or emotions showed up, don't push them away. Don't cling to them. Just notice. Noticing their arrival and their passing away. What else is here that makes you feel that you're sitting? What sensations in the body? The posture of sitting, or any posture. What makes you feel the posture of the body? This body of this moment. Any sensations in the sitting bones? Noticing any tension in the body, and perhaps with the kind of tension, you might want to dissolve the tension. Bringing awareness. You notice any heaviness in the body. Sometimes I feel my shoulders are tight, that's heavy. And when there's heaviness, there's a lot of tension. Perhaps taking an in-breath and let it dissolve with an out-breath. Softening the shoulders, the arms and hands. Softening the face, tuning into all the sensations in the face. And sitting and knowing that you're sitting. And breathing and knowing that you are breathing. How is your whole body now? Is there joy present? What's in your mind? Setting your intention. Your intention just to be. Just to leave the doing to the side. Just be. Just being. Just being right here. This moment. Allowing this moment to take care of this moment. All we got to do is just take care of this moment. None striving. No effort, just with the right effort, with kindness. Mindfulness is here. And with mindfulness, we can discern what helps us to be free from suffering and what keeps us suffering. See, and observing our tendencies of the mind to want more pleasant experience and to reject the unpleasant. All is well, just noticing. We sit here, we practice body movement, so sitting, we learn an intelligent way to respond. As we see, that's what's called insight meditation. As we see how our mind works, what makes us irritable or makes us joyful. And decide, choosing. For instance, here, not to judge, but to just be with whatever it is. We see wisdom, we develop wisdom, we cultivate generosity, gratitude, patience. So we're going to continue with our theme of seeing impermanence, seeing how thoughts arrive and change, emotions arrive and change. Sensations arrive and change. And we see that it's not us that is doing anything. There's not a fixed self. And noticing what happens when we try to control or when we're too rigid or serious. And if there's pain, there's unpleasantness, we can notice the unpleasantness and decide what to do with it. If you push it away, does it go away or it makes it worse? That's what they call it, dukkha, or suffering. Can we be with the pain? Can we be with the unpleasant? And what happens when we just be with the unpleasant and the pleasant? To find equanimity or balance. And with the same attitude, with the same intention, we transition to standing. And aware of the transitions, which means continuity. We continue to be present. And we're in a new posture, standing posture. And this is another posture that we need to be aware of. We stand and we know we're standing. And perhaps now you can feel more the solidity of the body, the weight of the body is standing. Standing like a mountain. Strong like a mountain. Abiding patiently like a mountain. Rooted in the soles of the feet on the earth and from the crown of the head, connected with the heaven, bringing heaven and earth together. And allowing your fingers just to pull lightly pull away towards the floor, perhaps feeling gravity pulling the body down. Soft, very soft, very soft. Very soft belly. And just doing light movements, focusing on the soles of the feet. Just circle the body from the soles of the feet. Just massaging the soles of the feet. Counterclock. Just massaging the soles of the feet. Your knees are very soft. Now reverse that movement. Reverse the movement, yeah. And what's your attitude when you begin something or when you think you're beginning a task? I don't know about you, but sometimes I take myself too seriously. And I have this in my mind, it's an intention. Oh, I gotta do this right. How about just let it be and listening to the body? Just listening to your body and enjoy it. And bring some joy to the practice. Bring some joy to the practice. Coming back to the center, allowing the body to come back to stillness and see the difference between a stillness and a standing. Now you're going to bring the weight and feel the harness on the left leg with your knee bend. And bend your toes of the right leg and you feel the lightness, the opposite, the yin and the yang, harness and lightness. And you're going to circle that foot. You're going to circle the joints of the toes, the joints of the heel, the joints of the knee, the right hip. Just be mindful. And when I mean mindfulness, don't bring the mind to it because that's really what it comes to. You just bring the attention, but it's an attention of kindness. It's an attention of curiosity. It's an attention to be open to what's here. Now reverse. Now hold the feet. Don't move, just without moving. We're going to transfer from the light to the heavy. And now you on your left toe, and we circle the other toe. Circle the left. Circle the left. And bringing the attention to the toes. What are how the toes are feeling? Bringing the attention to the knee, perhaps even the calf, perhaps even the hips. And when I say the hips, there's so many muscles around the hips, also the hip muscles, the belly, and of course we're breathing. So perhaps feeling the breath. Now reverse. Opening those portals of energy. Shake the legs, shake them out. And bring the body to stillness and always keep your knees very soft. And we're going to warm up to the side. for a moment, maintain the crown of the head to the front, to the ceiling, and look into the front. All you're doing is massaging the kidneys, massaging from body. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the eyes to the monitor. And again, you listen to the wisdom of your body. You can do it a little faster, a little slow. Depends how your body feels today. This is your practice, and you are the expert of your own practice. When I say you, try to see if it doesn't come from the mind, from the control tower. It comes from really feeling the sensations of the body. Now, move the whole body and looking back, very gentle with the neck. Allowing the arms to guide you. Are there any feelings or thoughts? Just being present to what's here. Are you forcing? Are you pushing yourself? If you are, how about bringing some kindness and compassion to see that these are just our habits. Come back to the center and now massage the front, your lungs, your heart. Honey, if you're going to be moving, I suggest you to turn off your video. Keep going. Because now massaging the back. How is your spine so far? This is a great movement. A great movement. It's almost like it's in a spinal twisting movement. Opening all the vertebrae from the lower back all the way up to the neck. And connected to the limbs, connected to all the meridians in the arms, the inner arms from the hands to the inner arms to the heart. Come back to the chest. Come down to the belly. All this dynamic movement, all this progressive movement helps us to calm down this nervous system and to regulate the emotions. And slowly allow the body to slow you. Allow the body to stop itself. You notice what's happening on your mind. How is your mood? Is your body agitated? Is your mind stable? Is your mind steady? And as you come down, bring both hands facing the ceiling. When you arrive in the ceiling, turn your hands up to the sky and lower it down. As you lower it down, you can bend the knees slightly. Inhale. Turn your hands to the sky and lower. Inhale. And you remember, you can also do this practice sitting. You can also do this practice lying down if you get tired. Turn the hands up and flexing the heels of the hands, going down. A few more. Inhale. And the hands up and down, up, and lower. One last time. Inhale. Flex the heels of the hands and lower down. As you lower down, you bring both hands facing each other. Imagine you have a ball of energy right in front of you and just hold. And notice how the body feels. Notice how the body feels. Now you're going to bring both arms behind you. Actually, the left arm behind you. You're going to imagine you have a ball with the right side, the right arm. We're going to toss the ball out. The right heel is up. You come down. You actually focusing on the hand. You change arm and toss the ball to the other side. And inhale, toss the ball. Bring the hand to the front of your body. Lift up, toss the ball. The arm comes to the front of the body. Up. And you are actually, when you bring the hands up, you bring the hand down to the level of your heart. Level of the heart. Toss the ball. And come down. Toss the ball. And come down. Inhale. You're actually expanding and contracting. The opposite, expanding and contracting. Bringing ease, bringing peace to the moment. Toss the ball and lower. Toss the ball and lower. You inhale and you exhale. Now, just a little change. Bring both arms, lift and look back. Come back to the center. Look up, it's like you're looking at the sky and the big moon is behind you. You're actually enjoying to look for the moon. Looking to the moon and rotating like the earth rotates and its axis and balance. Back and center. Back and center. If you lose the moment, you lose where you are, because that's what the minds do. They get distracted. And when we get distracted, it's because we think there's something more interesting than this moment. And that's very normal. So we're trying to find something more interesting. Perhaps bringing the attention to your hands, bringing the attention to the movement of the body. That is so interesting. How do we move? It's like magic. Back. One last time to the right. Come back to the center. And just regulating this moment by bringing both our hands up to the level of the chest, to the level of the heart, and then turn the hands down to the floor and lower. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Just relaxing the hands down. And notice how your body feels. How does your body feel at this moment? Our next movement, we're going to lift. If you want to practice some balance, when you go up, you can go up on your toes. Now you're going to turn, the backs of the hands are together. And when you go down, you're going to bend the knees without folding the back straight. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. One inhalation, one exhalation. With love, with compassion. Some parts of our body cannot move. That's okay. We can actually modify it. And perhaps we can send them a little loving kindness. May my knees, or may my back, or my shoulder heal. Lift. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Perhaps you can bring the attention to the breathing when you take a breath. And notice how the whole body feels with that breath, with the in-breath and with the out-breath. Notice how your body feels with those deep inhalings. It's almost like we're practicing some deep breathing, or just being present with the breath and practicing attending to this moment, being in the flow of life, not somewhere else. And if you find yourself somewhere else, not a big deal. Just come back here. That is the practice, coming back, coming back. Now we're just gonna do a small little change. As we come down, we maintain the hands, the back of the hands together, and we do what we call it the mountain. Inhale, and we do the opposite. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We reach down from the earth and we get all those beautiful energies, positive energy, and we share it with the world. Or if you want, you can lift something that you need and you can spread it for yourself and for the world. Listening once in a while to the silence within the body, to the silence of the moment. Finding silence inside the sound and finding sounds inside the silence. One last time. And rest in the body, bringing the body to stillness, rest in the body. So we practice the bike with you, but we're going to do it again. We're going to bend both knees. Remember, you have the knees bent, and this is how you protect your knees. And if you're sitting on a chair, you can also practice this. So we lift the right leg, the right heel up, and bring the left heel up, and we bike. We are in a stationary bike. The knees don't extend. The knees maintain both knees are bent. You can bike really quick, you can bike really fast, you can bike slowly. Depends how your body feels. Really strengthens the arches of the feet. All those little tendons and joints of the toes. You also strengthen in the calves and strengthen in the legs, the hips, and your bike. One at a time. Now you can hold your body on your toes, if it's possible, with the knees bent. And shaking the legs. Now, the next movement, you can do it, we call it a wave, which means you're going to bring the heel up. Your knees are very soft. The pelvic is soft. You're going to bring your neck up or your chin up. You're going to go to the front. You bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Curl your back with the chin on your chest. And we go up again, the wave. And down. And curl. And you continue. You're massaging the spine as you open, you expand and you contract. The breaths exhale. When you go down, you exhale. When you come up, you inhale. Exhaling, going down. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you're already tired standing, please feel free to sit. One last time. Come up. And again, now this time we're going to do the opposite way. We're going to keep the shin down, and so we're going to curl down. As we come up, we arch the back. Yeah. We curl the spine. Arch the back, look up like a little turtle, and come up. Chin down, we curl, hold the back, stretching. Perhaps you feel that stretch on the lower back, on the middle back. As you come down, you look up, you arch the back. You can even take a pause there. And then come up slowly. Taking your time. This is very, very good. But it's also intense for the spine, especially if you have lower back problems. Arch the back, look up, look at the monitor, and then you come up. Chin down, inhale, go down, exhaling. Come up, inhale. One last time, exhale. Inhale, and come up. And notice how your whole spine has moved a great deal. Noticing how your lower back feels, the sacrum, your middle back, the upper back, the neck. Now bring your arms. We're going to we're going to draw an invisible an invisible boat. You're gonna go down with your knees bent, but don't go down lower. Don't go down lower than your knees. So you have your invisible rows and you row back. Row that boat. Row the boat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good job. Yep. Imagine you're in a lake and you're in your boat and you're rowing your boat, especially now in summer. I think it's more safe to say that most of us, except Susana probably, that we're in summer. So you're rowing your boat. But Susana, even in Argentina right now at this moment, imagine you in your boat. Yeah. One last time. Coming back up, bring your arms to the front of you. And very slowly, with very soft elbows and hands, just lifting the arms up to the heart and lower it down. Meditation and motion. Inhale, going up. Exhale, going down. You might notice, perhaps you haven't noticed, that you are developing patience. You are developing generosity. You're giving yourself this moment to care for yourself. And as you care for yourself, you care for the world. So you're just not generous for yourself, but also for the world. Practicing for the world. Lifting up, go on your toes, out, we expand that out, and lower. Lift, if you can, be on your toes. If not, that's fine. You can just be on the feet. And inhale. Exhale. Expand, open your chest, receive what you need to be received, and let go what you need to let go. Like when we receive the breath, we don't let go of the breath. Actually, the breath goes by itself. The body breathes in when it needs to breathe in and breathes out when it needs to breathe out. And we feel and we sense the interconnection between the nature outside and the nature inside. We bring the air from inside, we take what we need, and nature takes what it needs, carbon dioxide. And so it's all necessary. Without carbon dioxide, the trees wouldn't exist. And if the trees don't exist, we couldn't exist. We couldn't live without it, without nature. So we're balancing the nature inside of us with the nature outside of us. Okay, one last time. And lowering, you notice how your body feels after doing a little balance. When you do a little balance, or we try to stand on our toes, there's a little more agitation perhaps in the hips, because the brain tries to protect us. So the muscles, the cell contract a little extra. It's letting go and trusting that all is well. You know, we do our little tree, a little balance. So you choose your tree. Some of you Might put your feet on the calf or up on the inner part of your body. See what works for you. Sometimes it helps to bring a chair, or you can expand your hands to the front and imagine you have two chairs and they're holding you. They are supporting you. And remember, you can come out anytime from the practice. You can play bringing one arm up, then one arm down. You can play with switching arms. And then you can lower both legs, come back to balance with both legs and switch sides. How is this leg? How is your body feeling today? Exploring what your body wants to do today. Perhaps you want to bring both arms up. Or you want to keep your arms down. And again, imagine you have support on the right and support on the left. Strong bones, strong joints, strong hips, abdomen, strong body. Shaking both legs. Just to loosen up a little bit, bring the arms to the front like a chair and back. Bring it to the front and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. See, in an inhalation, see what you can open. And during the exhalation, see what you can relax. One last time. Come back to the center and standing like a mountain. Standing like a mountain. See if you can lower your neck down. See what's here. See what's behind your back. Just the chin down. What's heavy? What's weighting you down? And if you don't have a neck problem, do a full circle. And if you have a neck problem, just do half. And if you feel pain, just imagine you're doing the movement and just relax. And come back to the center. Come back to the center. See how your body feels. See how your body feels. We're going to do one more movement in standing. And this way to combine a balanced posture with clear in the sky from clouds. So both arms, you bend the knees down and clear the sky. You can use it as a metaphor, perhaps to clear the sky so we can see the sun, and use it as a metaphor, clearing any energies that is heavy in your mind and body and bringing light to it. Now we're going to add the one leg. As we clear the sky, we bring one leg up slowly. You don't have to bring it all the way up. You can even be on your toes if you want. And if it's possible, do it as slow as you can. The slower you do it, the more you are in every second. Slowly, slowly, taking your time. You can spread the legs apart if that's more easily for you. When you arrive down to the floor, bend the knees down and take your time. Notice when the autopilot comes in and you want to do it quick. This is actually a posture. It is a martial art. It's an art to actually to be present for every movement. Even the movement of the energy between the fingers, between your toes. Now, last one, you're going to hold that right leg up. And you're going to bring the arms to the side. And hold it. Hold it. You can practice these practices anytime, you know, especially for balance. You can circle the toes. Reverse the circle. You can point and flex the foot. And shake the leg and switch sides. The right knee stays bent, soft. And the left leg up bend. And again, you don't have to lift it all the way up. You can just lift it an inch up, and that's balance. That's your balance. And you can circle the foot. Reverse the circle. You can point and flex. And relax the legs. Relax the legs. Coming back and notice how you move. Notice how you sit. Notice the weight of the chair as you practice to sitting down on the floor or on a bench, preferable on the bench or in a chair. And we do a last posture of body movement, bringing both arms up and lower your body. Lower the body down. Lower the body down and bring the attention to the hips, to every tissue around the hips. Relax, 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 relax. You don't even have to command to relax. Perhaps that word doesn't mean much to you, but you can actually bring the attention, bring your mind's eye to the hip sockets, to the hip bones, to all the tissues around, with curiosity, with love. Enjoy the exploration.
Bringing the attention to the lower back muscles, to the middle back, to your shoulder blades, and the neck. Now very slowly come up. And seating the same posture that we began with. And now the question is, how is your body now? And for the next few moments, we're going to sit perhaps scanning your body from your toes all the way up to your head on your own. Taking your time. We scan the body and movement. Now scan the body in a stillness from your toes. Noticing every sensation as you scan the body. And if you don't feel any sensation, that's fine also. You notice no sensation. And if any thought, any emotion, or any sensation calls your attention, that's not a problem. Just noticing that they arrive and they pass away. The intention is to be here present with the body, wherever you are, with kindness. Be aware of movement, of stillness. And if you find any unpleasant sensation in the body, perhaps you can massage it with an in-breath and an out-breath. Perhaps you bring a little bit of investigation, and perhaps there is some tendency to judge the pain, and there is some aversion. To see if you can soften the aversion. And when you're ready, just continue with your body scan. Wherever you are. Mind gets distracted, mind goes away to thoughts, to preoccupations, to plans. What are you gonna have for lunch? Or what's gonna happen tomorrow? Or what happened yesterday? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You're aware. That's a lot of progress. Awareness. Awareness. The key. The key to change any habit. The beginning, awareness. Awareness. And we don't have to change anything. All we need to notice, is it helpful or it is unhelpful? And the brain chooses what's rewarding. And as we finish, perhaps you can bring the attention to your breath. And like Thich Nhat Hanh poem says, we breathe for ourselves and we breathe for the world. We breathe in compassion. We breathe out joy. Breathe to steady our joy and to calm our mind. Breathe to dwell in the here and now. We breathe and we know we are alive. Bringing our practice to an end, noticing from the internal awareness to the external as you open your eyes and notice the sights and sounds, colors and forms. And I thank you for your practice. Yes.